What is going on, guys? Joey Franzo here with FLEXX Training Systems. I hope I sound okay on this video. I just wanted to do a quick, mildly quick PA Nats recap since that's what you guys asked about on Instagram, so that's what I'm going to do today. The goal of this meet was to send everybody to Worlds and hopefully set them up for what comes after. There were a good amount of, I don't know how to say this. There's just a lot to gain by doing Powerlifting American Nationals, and I really wanted my guy, I'm always going to direct my lifters to lift where I think is going to be best for them. And I think for this particular group, there was just more on the line at this meet in terms of where we could go and what we can do, and versus like doing a raw nationals and stuff like that. So, Delaney, Caico, Mikey, Amanda, Jesus, for many of them, it was just an easy win, right? Like, there's not a lot of people doing this. Easy, low stress way to go in, secure the dub, and, lock in, just really lock in a world spot, right? I think it's a very rare opportunity to do that. And we're able to do that. Caico, obviously, we had to be on our toes a little bit because there was one competitor. But, Caico ended up being so disgustingly overpowering that his opponent didn't even try to go for it. Which is interesting because usually everybody just full sends at the end. But yes, Caico did win. I know the commentators screwed up, but Caico did absolutely win. Delaney won, Mikey won, obviously Amanda, Jesus, and then shout out to Lugo, Gabe, and Pabs. Lugo also securing a world slot. He is working with me now, but he is a very experienced lifter. And I think, we have an opportunity at Worlds to win 83, 93, 105, 120 super heavyweight. That shit fires me up, We'll just do some impossible, crazy shit that we've never done. But we're a little bit more contested in some of the smaller weight classes this year. We also have to be careful not to go too far over world records because we don't want to screw ourselves for Sheffield. So it's like a lot of like little things that need to go well. So it's just numbers and picking the right stuff. That being said, I'm going to quickly go through like each lifter's meet, and then at the end I'll kind of talk about what I think about Powerlifting America, what I'm excited about. Generally they're very accommodating, but I'll talk about that after. So Delaney, he came in a little bit flat. He does have someone doing his nutrition, and he just came in, really, really light. He was like 184 the week of the meet, like on Monday. And I kind of gave Berto the benefit of the doubt. And I assume that that's just like the long-term plan. The goal was to just bring him in really light and then have him secure the dub. And then we can bulk into the next, we could literally gain like 7 pounds and then do a water cut coming into Worlds. And that's what we're in a perfect position to do. Delaney was really down on himself because he just came in light. Like, it wasn't even anything wrong with the cut. He just literally physically lost too much body mass on the diet portion, in my opinion. His deadlift was really, 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 really strong. It peaked like crazy. I felt like he could have probably done another 10 kg after his third. So that's great, and that might come in handy at the world level. But, a meet like this is going to make Delaney hungry. It's strictly a weight thing. It's nothing to do with any of the complicated stuff. It's just, you just got to eat more. That's it. Can't come in light. With Caico, each meet has continued to be more refined and on point when it comes to his diet. And he just kind of exceeded our expectations on a lot of things. On squat, I think he had another 5 kg in there. It's hard to call his numbers because his squat is just always slow. It's literally always slow. So the typical gauge that you would use to call other people's numbers is different with him. And also, I knew his opposition, his handler, Matt Gary, he's going to be very safe. And he's not going to choose, the wrong number. And I was kind of gambling, thinking, well, if I only jump, to whatever we jump to with Caico, I don't know if his opponent is going to be as aggressive and jump the 7 kg or jump the 5 kg. I think those were the two options, or 7 and 10. I don't remember, but they ended up being safe, which is fine. I mean, it allowed me to be safe with Caico and not risk anything. I give the opposition like respect, like all the time. Like I always assume they're going to be perfect. They're going to hit every lift and they're going to be as strong as possible. And then I have to kind of navigate that. And if you can prepare for that situation, then you're not really going to run into any surprises. And we didn't. Caico was really, really strong on bench. He had another 5 kg for sure. Deadlift was great. 766, I think, 765. So, I mean, he was just on point. And next meet, we have more in the tank to do even more if we need it. And that's a great feeling to know that. Only factor is international travel, but I'm not really too concerned. I think his squat has a lot of room to grow, especially because we haven't been squatting in heels too long. And it's just, in my opinion, it's just going to continue to improve. Moving on to Mikey. Mikey, did fine on squat, did fine on bench, nice and conservative. For those of you who don't know, Mikey got hurt really, really bad. I don't even remember how many months ago it was, but he got really, really hurt really, really bad towards the adductors, just fucked up situation. So we had to kind of come back from that. So this was his comeback meet. He did solid on squat and bench, kind of took what he had, nothing crazy. There was no reason for us to go out of pocket. On deadlift, we had a grip malfunction, which has never happened before. I think he made some adjustments in training and moved his left hand in to like even something out with his shoulder at lockout. But it just ended up not working out. It kept slipping on the smooth. And, the adjustment he was going to make on the day, I guess he didn't do it hard enough because his... we were going to move his grip out to the knurl. And I saw him about to go, before his third, and I could tell that his hand was still a little bit too close to the tape of the Caico bar, and it just ended up like becoming a problem both times. Also, I noticed that when they cleaned the bar, for some reason, it still had white stuff on it. So I don't really know what was going on there. Usually the bar's like, when they clean it, it's literally metal. There's no problem. There's nothing messing it up, but I don't know. So we're going to work on that. I'm not really too concerned. I really believe in Mikey. I think he can be world champion, and I think this is the meet to do it. But yeah, like I said, a meet like that, when you have little mistakes, you're going to make them not mistakes at the next meet. It's going to be the number one thing that you focus on. So maybe it's a good thing that it happened now and not when it really matters. Amanda, the plan with Amanda was just to go in and hit like easy numbers because... no competition. She wanted to take best lifter, which we did easy. We just took I would say RP 9 to 9.5. Not even 9.5. Like she definitely had more on some of her lifts, but just came in, hit some easy thirds, got the dub, best lifter. Maybe some American records here and there, and that's it. Just like I said, this is just a stepping stone to the next meet. Jesus, a little bit more interesting of a situation. I knew we were coming in from some really big PRs. He hit his second squat, and I was thinking to myself, I could load 1,000 right now. But if he shows me any hesitation after I ask him, I'm just going to take 990 because that's a lot of weight. I don't want to injure him or the spotters, and I want to make sure he gets his lift. So he came off the platform, and I said, I could load it if you want it. I just remember there being a little bit of his second wasn't the best. It didn't look his best. So, I was like, you know what? I don't want to risk anything. Let's make it nice and easy. Let's just go 990. I jumped 15 keys and he blew it up so fast. No doubt in my mind, 1,003 was there. Granted, he fixed whatever was bothering him. If he made a second attempt move how it should have moved, like I was third moved, then I would have put it on, no doubt. There would have been absolutely no hesitation in my mind. But it's not a big deal. We're not in a rush. Bench, I believe he had 567. Very nice, solid bench there. He kept hitting the rack on the way up, which is annoying, so we got to be aware of that. at the next meet. And then on deadlift, I think he pulled 887. Very tempting not to do 903, but I mean, you guys see what's going on, right? Like, we're setting up for, 2470-ish total, probably in the tank right now. But we were actually 5 pounds away from Ray's best total ever. And, I was thinking about it and I was like, it would have been cool to do that, but we have it. Like, there's no doubt we have it. Everybody knows that. Shit, what's it gonna? Oh, it wouldn't have counted. It wouldn't have counted as a world record. So it's just like we would have had an official world record, and that just doesn't sound. That just sounds, you know what I mean? You want the real thing. So it's all good though. We came in, we got mission accomplished. We hit some PRs, and we'll just move on to the next one. It was really, really, really nice to see him get his third deadlift, because typically at meets the problem is always the deadlift, like just not being able to grip it the way that we're supposed to, and he was able to grip it just fine. There was no issues, and I'm really excited to see what he could do at the world level. I'm gonna give you guys a heads up. We're probably just gonna go, 1,003, maybe 573, 903. Just get those numbers out the way, hit some milestones, push the PRs up a little bit, and then we'll we have 10 months after that to come in crazy. So. And then, Lugo got the dub, new flex boy, Lugo, what's good, brother? Gonna be good to handle business, with someone as top tier as yourself. I suspect that from this meet, we're going to attract others from other federations to come in, once they see what our plan was, our master plan was all along. The time will come, or they can, let their politics get in the way and keep doing what they're doing, which is fine. I mean, I don't really care what people do, but when there is more than one federation, you have to think about the strongest person that could potentially come into your class. You can't think about who's just there in your federation now. That's kind of how I look at it. Also, shout out to Pabs, young baby Jesus. Pablo Olivares did great. It was really cool to hang out with you and your brother after finally, and talk about Elden Ring and just chill and see the boys, and it was good. Also, shout out to Gabe. It was nice to see you and your family. You have very nice parents. So what's next? Well, we got Worlds. That's gonna be, Delaney, Caico, Mikey. I mean, they all have competitions, so we all got to be on point. Jesus, Amanda should be easy dub. I'm gonna do everything in my power to make sure we get it done. It's gonna mean a lot. There's some killers at the world level, and I'm excited to just fucking do what we do, brothers. Do what we do, and take you guys along for the journey. I will not be there, so I need to figure out how I'm gonna do this. But I did it last year. I will be in Vegas. It's just like. I hate that the meets are at the same time. It's so bad, guys. It's so bad. It's just so terrible. It's the worst thing. My personnel split. I don't have bodies everywhere, and it's just a pain. But anyway, nationals, and then after that, I think I might go to the corrupted thing in November. But that's pretty much my travel for the year. We have a lot of really crazy, ambitious things to take care of, and I'm excited to do it. I just want to help everyone be the best that they can be, and just seeing everybody come in and get the job done and level up to the next level, securing some good stuff. That's what it's all about, and I'm just motivated to push this team as far as I possibly can. I'm very invested in everybody's success, and I really want to make sure that we just get the job done. And that's like all my soul is allocated towards. It's the Flex boys. You guys are my life. But yes. What's the takeaway? I always in my videos saying if you guys took something away from this video. The takeaway, the theme, real quick, the meet the meet was ran really, really well. They were super accommodating. They were nice to me. They let people record. It was really easy to, you know, get all the people back there that I needed to help with handling. And like just anything I needed, they just allowed me to do it, and it was great. And I really appreciate that. And I'm excited to see this nationals in the next couple years, especially when Worlds is in Florida, like how freaking big this meet is going to be. So I'm excited for the future. And it's cool because we have like a new little thing to build on, you know? But anyway, takeaway from the meet. Sometimes you're going to have a perfect meet, and sometimes you're going to leave a little bit on the table. You're going to make a little bit of mistakes, but you have to understand that it just creates an opportunity for you to make adjustments. I would say a meet is probably the best sort of, like, you could take away a lot from a meet and figure out what you need to fix, figure out what you need to improve on, and then do better the next time. And, you know, like I said, with Delaney, he's got to come in heavier. With Mikey, we need to fix the grip. You know, and with Caico, we'll continue to even improve the cut even more. Same thing. Also, Amanda, she was also a little bit heavy coming in. She made weight fine. She competed, obviously, but there is going to be a time when we need to be perfect, and I cannot say that our cut was perfect. And until we get it there, that is always something to work on. Even if you're a world champion, even if you have, you know, like, you can always be better in every aspect. There's a lot of different moving parts when it comes to competing in powerlifting, and there's always something to improve upon. But that being said, yeah, I hope you guys took something away from this video. Yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. I'll be at Nats next. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.